Hello, hello. Welcome back to Lizzie Bites Game. Hold on one second. I want to check some items. Do seem to be live. There we go. Now I want to pop you up. Where'd you go? There you go. You can live over here. And now we are back in our games. So I had just finished up Trackers Alliance, joining the Trackers Alliance, the first mission. I did very much enjoy it. That was obviously, I think it was the second time I'd been through that mission. So I didn't have any idea where I was going. Subsequent Trackers Alliance missions are going to end up being a little hit or miss too, but I've come to Neon because I installed a mod. Neon looks so cool. I installed a mod called Lambent Shift Surfaces, which adds a whole space on Neon, and you activate it by coming over to this little kiosky thing, which is not clickable, but there's one downstairs that is. And so we will go ahead and go into Neon and roll down to see what that looks like. I am massively underweight, over encumbered too these days in a lot of ways.
Don't move, Nesha!
What the hell's this about? Cut the act. Sniffers picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you stepped through.
All right, get up.
Oh, noes.
Try to run, and we open fire.
That's one of the default missions for Neon. You can go find where Nessar, right over here. Alright, loose ends. We are going to come down here though. We are not going to apply for a job at Ryujin. This character would not be putting up with Ryujin. And around the corner here, we have the Lambent showroom. What happens in Neon no longer stays in Neon. A little kiosk. Some view sleep crates as a symbol of Neon's failure, but to us it represents resilience, sanctuary, and home. When taking the leap from sleep crate to star crate, our stylishly crafted interiors will feel comfortable and familiar. Acquisitions. Our business model relies on a steady flow of used ships to upcycle into our extraordinary spacecrafts. We offer our members double the going rate for any ships they might acquire and be looking to move. Nice. She's also, this is a mod from a modder called Miss O Plays. She popped up on YouTube a couple times. I love her style. Become a member. Speak to Celeste at the front desk. And this is just a huge mod. It's got decorative items. It's got ship parts and ship halves. It has ships themselves, which I have my eye on one. I think would be an excellent starter ship. Like if you're doing this whole street rat thing and you just wanted a ship that would get you going, I think her Class A ship looks fantastic. I love her ship habs too. And then she also has she has some spaces that you can decorate down in here that can act as a player home of sorts if you want. As well as just this huge area. So we got Your trade authority kiosk. Not clickable? Clickable? Up. Clickable areas are a little twitchy. Okay, gotta remember that. Lambent kiosk, yes. So
Looking to
aim
escape
up a
this rig?
bit.
We can help.
Talk to Celeste.
Hi, welcome to Lambent. If you're in the market for ship parts, we sell stylish modules at crate wrap prices.
You must be a new ship manufacturer.
Yeah, we're not a manufacturer. We are a resale co-op. Instead of making the parts ourselves from scratch, we buy them used from local entrepreneurs and turn them into something stylish, something unrecognizable.
Sounds like something I don't want to get involved with, or so a chop shop for stolen ships. Sounds interesting. Mind if I take a look
Absolutely, take a
around?
look around. I'll be here if you have any questions. Oh, instead of being a corporation where a few bigwigs call all the shots, we operate as a collective, working towards a common goal. We don't have any big investors, so all of our members buy in to cover expenses. And everyone gets a say in how the company's run.
For the people, by the people. I like it.
Exactly. I knew you'd get it.
We're gonna go ahead and sign up.
The buy-in fee is 3,000 credits, which is non-refundable. But if you're sure, I can sign you up right now.
Sure, why not?
Okay, I'll take those credits off your hands and get you in our system. Before you go, why don't you take my office? I don't get to use it anymore, and I have a feeling you're gonna make us rich. Don't let them catch you flying dirty.
So I wonder if, there we go, to look up. Welcome to the Lambert team. Check here for news and updates. It's about heat leeches in the ships. There is a vacant sleep crate in the market. You can go get a little bit of a player home. During construction on the showroom, we found a crate of mini Benny Bayou statues. Kit has been cleaning them and selling them over at Kitspatch. If you find a purple one, hold on to that thing. We weren't able to salvage many. All right. So there is, this is the office she's talking about. She gave you the key. There's a terminal that will give you some info about the co-op and the setup. It's a nice little bit of things. You have a decorate space. You can turn off the decor both here and in the showroom if you want to do it for yourself, or you can just plunk a bed down and call it a day, which may be what I do eventually. There is a tea maker, so it will take a little bit of your credits and give you a tea. You can turn, a lot of the spaces have sort of a trash on and off. This opens and closes the windows. Closed door. There's a ship cellar that we'll come back to later. There's a statue of a guy who runs Neon. Doesn't look like they like him very much. There is a bar, which is also an example of some of the habs. You got your typical, I think actually, chunks packaging, hatch. Oh, ICANN has jump skills. Apparently not. I wonder, is this pack? No, it's basic. I was thinking maybe I had one that sort of kept jumping me forward. Did that work? No. There we go. Ooh. How do you do? Contraband cash. Ooh. We are going to need us some money. You must line up that way then. No. That's gonna block me out. That is the only one of those that can work. That doesn't work there. I think that is the way to go. There we go. So that'll do that, and you will do that. Here? Yes. Sentient AI adapters. They're illegal to have on your ship. Alright. I think, if I recall correctly. Ooh. Kroger's laptop. Current situation, it's alive. The laptop still works. Whole new day. It's real dark down here. Looks like I'm living in an air vent deep in the city. Not gonna suffocate. That's nice. Where it gets bad. The dirtiest water you can imagine. Nothing but scum and refuse. Trash just chats for the most part, but there's some discarded chunks and half-consumed packets of trawl in there. Oh no. Vacuum sealed for freshness, so they became my new food. Alright. How did I get here? Should have got my nose clean, clocked in at Ryujin, and done the work and left the parties to the tourist. What's the point of credits if you're not going to live a little? Other operatives warned me, stay sharp, don't mess with Aurora. Maybe I'd have listened if they had just said that instead of chems are bad in okay. Alright, so somebody got trouble. More activity here now, some kind of machinery running. The water is starting to recede. The water is emptying out. People have moved in. Can't risk being discovered, so I'm staying up here. Made a couple of new friends, though. Some heat leeches found their way into the vent. I've named them Gary and Barry. Oh, somebody... My trash food rations have run out, so I'm getting desperate again. It's time to venture below. If someone finds this laptop, this is my final entry. The operatives got me. Do not touch my stuff in the event of my death. I leave everything to Gary. It's his stuff now, so hands off. Oh no. Do I have to put Gary out of his misery? That's not cool. Are you gonna come at me, Gary? Gary is green. Oh no. Gary is just a guy. Oh, it's a bed. You can sleep in the bed. Hopefully Gary doesn't eat you if you do. Oh, that's brilliant. I love it. But you're kind of a pain in the butt to get in, so I may or may not actually use you very often. We'll just leave Gary there. Alright, that goes back to Neon. This is a sample of one of the habs, one of the larger habs. It's literally a bar inside your ship, so you can set it up to have a party palace kind of a ship if you want, with the disco and everything. Are you sellable? Are you stealable? You are not. Oh well.
Sure.
He just kind of says hello. Then there's the downstairs. The downstairs. This is all unique to this. You got your trade authority. You have your glow up. They sell clothes, I think. Oh, she's asleep. Poppy, wake up.
Don't be shy.
Of course. I'm here to help you look your best.
Alright. Bayou's corporalware. The Sipal flameware. Flashy leatherware. Lambent splashwear. Now that's... this character could rock the overalls, but he is not a hoodie sort of person. Definitely not. Plus 5% instigation chance. That's nice, but no. Syndicate thug suit. I'm not a thug, but thank you anyways. That's cool.
Thanks for stopping by.
I think the description said that more items become available as you finish and open up some of the quests. So it won't give you anything you don't already have access to. But there are some things that if you miss them, you can come down here and you can get them. Oh, I was just thinking it might be funny if you opened one of those and there was someone in it. There was someone in it. Nice. Alright. Hardware. You are also... No, you're not asleep. You're over here.
Then look no further.
What have you got? Arc welder, barrow knife, mag shot, Nova light, hunting rifle, Kraken. I don't mind the Kraken. I'm getting a little better with the semi-automatics than I was. Mystery meat. You're gonna sell me some mystery meat.
Don't get yourself killed out there.
Thanks. Seafood. I don't do the food. Well, no, I do the food quite a bit actually, but... And a trade authority. One of the things that I think... yeah. See, this will toggle on and off the grunginess of the area. But, you know, it's the pits of Neon. There's going to be some trash down there. But it works on the ship habs too. So they come sort of pre-grunged. But I think you can sell her some of that contramat. Did you know you had a guy living in your vents?
Oh, you mean Froggy? Yeah, he's been here longer than we have. I used to hear him banging about in the vents all the time. But now I come to think of it, he's been pretty quiet lately. I hope he's okay.
Oh no. Looks like he's gone. There's just a heat leech living up there now.
A heat leech with an inheritance, huh? Well, Neon is nothing if not full of surprises. Say, wonder if he's looking to invest some of that newfound wealth.
What do you do around
Basically,
here?
I'm Lambent's fixer. Nobody knows our network better than me. So, I'm the primary contact for all of our partners, clients, and local authorities looking for bribes. Speaking of which, one of the ways we keep the powers that be happy is by procuring for them hard-to-find goods. Contraband items like black market antiques, stolen artwork, that kind of thing. So if you stumble over any contraband, bring it to me. I'll pay you more for those goods than anyone else.
I found some goods you might be interested in.
Okay, let's take a look.
And we have... Ooh. She does not have enough for everything. Let's give her the cheapy stuff. And she doesn't have enough money for that. That's because I'm running low. We could take them to the Trade Authority. Or
Don't let them catch you flying dirty.
we can put them in our new contraband habs. I think we can walk around them. It's just that when you're on a ship that is being scanned, then you want to make sure you don't have anything in your bins. This is the captain quarters ship hab, or part of it, including bounty clearance. They're real big on that. A little mannequin that you can put your cooler armors on. Lambent street rare. I think you can just pick things up as you're wandering through here. This is the custom cargo hold, shielded cargo hold, that has some storage inside it. Harvested organs. Ooh. I'm gonna leave those there for the moment. They are shielded. And there's some artwork. And there's a little infinity chest. I wonder if I could put my bits in here. We'll see how persistent those are. Although if those are still there, this is what I wanted. I want.
Trade authorities always buying. Kiosk right here for you. Anything I can help you with?
I would like. Let's see what ships you have for sale. So they have some basics. And then they have this one. This I liked the look of when I saw a tour of it. It's only got like 2 habs. And then, well, the landing pad, and then it has 1 hab. How much are you? You are 221. You're expensive. Lambent Instigator. I have not maxed out any of my bargaining ships either. Some of the larger ships I was looking at had slightly more confusing layouts. I like my internal layouts to be a straight line up and down. That's one of the reasons why I modified the Mantis the way that I did. But they are nice. And the Warhorse, which is essentially the Frontier, but with some extra stuff. So I am going to view and modify my ship. Let's see if I can remember this. Now, that is the reactor. This is the cockpit. I am not a big fan of that cockpit. So when I have people on board the ship, they just kind of congregate at the door. All right, one of these is a top loader. That's you. No, you're a top loader too. You can load from the front. Okay. So let's get you. Do you have something on top of you? Yes. You're gonna have to find another home. We'll put you over here so we remember that. you can go there. Do we have structural? Yes, we have equipment plates. So we're gonna get one of those. Oop. And put you here. And put the missile launcher there. There we go. Nope. There we go. One downside of the way I have this set up is there's not a lot of ports to drop things into. Now, there is, what have I got here? I have the science lab. I have the command or the control station. I have the galactic workshop. So what I think I'm going to do is I am just going to, I don't think I'm going to need the science lab. Optech, Stroud, Tayo. They're cool because they have, so she has 2x1s and 3x1s shielded storage hubs. So these are 1x1s that come with shielded storage built in, which is kind of cool. This is a companionway, which is just walkways, an empty storage if you want the storage, but you want to decorate it yourself. This is, I think, what we were looking at before. We are going to do one of these. Window on the brig. The control station is cool. The captain's quarters is okay, but more than I need. Crates, science lab, workshop. We definitely want a workshop. So let's delete you. Put you in its place. There we go. And then let's move you out of the way so we can grab this. You're a control station. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a control station. One downside of this is that you have to... Where do you want to live? Oh, I didn't take it out of there. Control station. Wait. All right, I don't think I need the science lab if I have the workshop, so I'm going to actually, let's delete you, let's duplicate you, the control station off to one side, and turn you into a living quarters. And then, so you have 2 passenger slot, 1 crew station. Ah, we're gonna need more crew stations. Put you there. Actually, I wonder if my equipment plate there. That will make my my sense of symmetry happy. Now, back down underneath. This was the all-in-one berth. I'm gonna get rid of you. Duplicate you. Put you there. Let's... workshop, no. Empty all-in-one, no. Already have one of you. Infirmary. captain's quarters. Actually, let's do you, and then let's do the infirmary, because I think the oh no, I want that workshop. Let's switch you and oh, the all-in-one has 2 passenger slots. Let's do, I want that workshop. Let's take a look. I can always go back and change the all-in-one. Actually, let's do you as the living quarters. And you as the all-in-one. There we go. Is that what I wanted? Yes. I think this style is going to suit me a lot better. And how much money do I have left? I have 59,000 left. That's good. Now, how do I get back to my ship? Can I get back to my ship from here? I cannot. Okay, let's go back upstairs.
What happens in Neon no longer stays in Neon. We love the spacecrafts and cutting-edge Neon stuff.
At some of these places, if you look up or down, you can see my ship, Razorleaf. Fast travel to the location. Kitten joins us. Who's you? Who's Kitten? No knocking over the button. Okay. Alright, so this is our I love it. It's our thing. It's wider than the other one, but you have a couple jump sheets. You have a captain's locker, trash cleanup. We're gonna be at least neat in the cockpit. So this is the all-in-one. Has a sort of little crew station. Has a bunk, which I like because you can sleep just before you get on and off. Has a storage box. Has a space chute workbench, a weapons workbench, and bathroom. Nice. There were a couple, she has a couple of character specific mods that, like, if you want to put a hab down just for Barrett or just for Sarah, it's really cool. That is the downward hatch. That's right where it was before, and the exit is behind. She had one, I wish I could remember which one it was, that had a... There we go. Trash toggle. Galley. You're non-clickable. That's fine. This is... Did I turn the trash on again? You're looking grungy. You're definitely grungy. No, you're grungier. Alright, I guess there's just always gonna be a little grunge. She had one that had a navigation console. So this would be... this is the living quarters. and it has 4 bunks. Now we've got the workshop, but the all-in-one has a bunch of stuff too. No, this is the command crew. This is the crew space. We want to keep our crew space at some point because we are going to want this is just cool though. Look at this. Look at this. This is so neat. You got the industrial workbench. Research center, weapons. I think there was a spacesuit pharmaceutical lab. Research, weapons. I wonder if the pharmaceutical lab got, or the spacesuit workbench. No, you're back in the corner. That is so cool. That is so cool. So the crew's over here. The living quarters are here. There's another galley in here, I think. Maybe not. No, yeah, there you are, your galley. You just be real careful not to jump back and fall down the hole. Alright, this is the door in. This is the all-in-one because it has these down here, but they do not have the mission board. There was a hacked mission board in one of them that I really liked the look of, but we'll leave that for later because we were going to go do the ground pounder. Or how long has it been? Actually, I think I'm gonna go see one of the mission boards because I liked the look of that. It might have been in the captain's quarters. Maybe do I swap out the captain's quarters for upstairs? This is outside. There we go. There's that. I really wish you could look inside this is useful because it gives you a really good, yes, wait, no, the self-serving balance bounty clearance is in here. Where was the one that had the mission board? This was the cargo, which I may come back for in a bigger ship, but...
Got anything you need to offload? Need some work done?
I'd like to view and modify my ships, please. Alright. Let's see. So the control... It's not the control station that had it. I could try making it a little longer. I'll bet you it is in one of the bigger halves, one of the 2x2s. Living quarters. Let's see. Trout. I want one of the 2x2. I'll bet you it's in the ops. This gets 2 crew stations, but no passengers. The bar gets you passenger slots. The cargo hall gets you 3 stations. The cargo hall is pretty cool. Those are empty ones. Do I want crew or do I want passenger slots. How much? Some of her cargo gets you actual cargo items. No cargo. Shielded storage. That gets you 400 shielded storage. That is cool. All right. The OPSEC was really neat. The all-in-one is kind of satisfying my... You're 400 cargo. All-in-one was kind of, well, the work... You, I don't know about. We could widen again, but that's going to complicate my layout. Put you over here. You have, no, you don't have anything on top. So you were the bunks. That was not overly exciting. You are the workshop. The command only has, ops only has 2. Let's do this. We can always get things back. Let's do you. And let's turn you into something with passenger slots. How many passenger slots do you have? You have... Oh, you're the grab drive. You have 2 passenger slots. So this would be 2 crew and 2 passengers. Don't want to mess too much with the overall look of the Mantis ship. Nor do I want to complicate my life with a 3rd floor. Let's take a look and see what this looks like. I could lengthen it out the back. I wish they had horizontal pieces. I guess these are technically horizontal because they're square. But I don't want to do 2 more back there. I'd really rather only do 1. What are these 1x1s? These are the... This is... She had... Bar, no. Bar has all sorts of passenger slots. That would be kind of funny. Cargo hold. Cargo hall has 3 crew stations, 2. I think they had a couple of workbenches. Let me see what the other one has. Fuselage. These are the These are the character ones. They can only go sideways, though. And they do not come... they come with crew stations if they are assigned. But that's different from passenger stations. I want to do a bunch of passenger runs for the money. The door, however, is only sideways, so I could change you to a crew station or a control station. That gets me. But I like the look of that, though. All right, let's go with this. Nothing is perfect.
You good?
Although that all-in-one comes pretty close. I think even if I had a different ship and a different character, I might get that all-in-one. Because it has almost all of the workbenches. And then you don't have to have separate spaces.
What happens in Neon no longer stays.
Where are you? There you go.
The spacecrafts that could
Fast travel, yes. I like the view out that one too better. It forgets your trash settings every now and again. This is my all-in-one. Don't have the hacked mission board. I could get one from another mod. I do have the bed. Alright, weapon and spacesuit workbench. And then these are kind of empty. I think that's meant to attach to something else. If I wanted to widen again, I could do that. This then is going to be the ops center. Easy access to the bathroom, of course. Door. Okay, we got a spacesuit workbench up here. We have a lot of racks. I love this. That's cool. A bunch of mannequins. I like the idea of trash, but not the... This is just a bunch of display. Point out, you can see stashes behind that. You can't get at any of this, but it sort of makes a certain logical sense. This is really neatly designed. Don't know whether if that was there or if it's something she did. If it's something she did, it's super cool because that's just really neat. It makes sense that you just plonk things down wherever they happen to be, right? Okay, so spacesuit, armory, weapon workbench, more armory, mannequins. This is still the ops center. We have a navigation console, which I like. You could probably stick a bed in here if you just wanted to hang out and not have to climb around your ship. Alright, so the navigation console. No hacked mission board. You are then the living quarters. The bathroom. Got the boom pop, got the bunks, got the galley, got the dining. It's gotta be in the captain's quarters. The item that I'm thinking of. Or I'm gonna have to. I do really like this, but let me go back and do the math again on the crew versus passengers. So this this doesn't tell me. My crew versus passenger. I added a captain's quarters. I mean, I guess if I put the captain's quarters downstairs, because let's face it, I've got a lot in the way of workbenches if I've got that. I don't have the pharmaceuticals, but I probably won't get into. Honestly, I'm not going to do crafting very much. So let's go back and think about this. As neat as it looks to have those, and you get the if you've got the decorative mod, you get the decorative pieces. So if you have just an empty mod, you can put anything you want in it, including decorate, crafting, Crimson Fleet. Oh, that's chunky. Cooking station. Pharmaceutical lab, weapons workbench. Those are vanilla. Those are vanilla. 3-star space or workbench. These are vanilla. Lambent decor. This is where we're going. I had to squint at my laptop screen. Hold on a second. Industrial. Weapon. So I could. Oh. Add things if I want. I would have to get a let me stick that on the wall. That's a bit empty space, but on the other hand, you're not tripping over things. Hold on a second. What else do we have? Key dispenser. All dispenser. I don't know what that is. Mission board. Here we go. What do you want? You want some aluminum. Bounty beacon. Lambent bump. Alright, this is what I want, because then that will allow me to. Maybe I just put it in the bathroom here. And I wouldn't have to go wandering all over the place looking for crap. Put it right here next to the servers. All of these can be put upstairs. Control center, wall cabinet. That's neat. I gotta go buy some aluminum apparently. Storage box. Out. This is the generic crafting furniture decorations. Displays. Oh. Fungal turtle. I require 1 fungal turtle. Oh, that's right. They were going to add that. Shipped optimization terminal. Missing resources. Iron. Clearance bounty. Alright. Will be. You're a light? Oh, it's like apparel who will be nice. Arms, those are cool. Boom boxes. I think the boom boxes actually give you music. Posters, signs, lighting. Things are too dark in here. I like it. More aluminum. Lanterns, obviously. You gotta pretty the place up. Coffee table. All right, so I'm not sure that I want. Well, this has got all of the I've got all of the amenities except the chem station, and I think I could probably find a place for that. And it's got the crew. It doesn't have a lot of crew though, but um the command space did not have a lot of crew either. I think if you put it, you'd lose the bathroom, which bathroom downstairs, or I could widen the bottom by a bit. Let's go back and think about this, because you can put crew quarters. I could make it taller and then just put that stuff on top. I also might want to move that
Spacecrafts, that cutting edge.
docking. Maybe I can flip that to up top.
Hey there.
Hey, what can I do for you? Sure, have at it.
All right, so you are also a little square now. I don't want to make you a little rounder. All right, you have 2 crew stations and 2 passenger slots. Or if you do the command, you have 4 crew stations. That has 1 passenger slot. What does the all-in-one have? The all-in-one has 2 passenger slots too. The all-in-one had a bunch of hmm. I don't want passenger slot 5. Empty bar. The empty bar still has 5 passenger slots, and I could just put a bunch of stuff in it. And then I could have the command center. Or I could lengthen you. I could deepen it. Well, I could lengthen by moving the items back. I don't want you there anymore. let's see. How much credit do I have? I could do quite a bit with that. You have to stay because you are the generator. You don't necessarily have to stay there. Go up there. I don't know that that actually solves my problem, though. I might want to do is move. I'll only go on the side. Okay, let's pull you out. Pull you out. Pull you out. I also don't want to muck up my symmetry. Let's do you. Turn you into a control station. No, that's just gonna mess that up. And then you. Forgot a couple things apparently. I did make it a third space. You. I want both crew and passengers. Stations too. I'm getting greedy. That's what's going on here. I'm getting greedy. Then if I did... Malinois has to... I nudged this forward a bit. What do you come into? those little shielded cargos. There. And this is gonna nudge this forward and nudge that forward, which is gonna give what does the cargo hold have? You have 5. You have crew stations 3. No, the ops is really cool. That's just getting really square and weird. Hmm. Not actually getting the space that I want for that, though, without extending even further back. That means you become a problem. Let's figure we're gonna put you someplace else. And then put you, nope, you up top there. It's just a little weird that the fidgety bit is up top. Well, no, not really, I guess not. Let's see about, well, maybe if I do this, and then just do a of habs off the side. Yeah, that doesn't really solve the problem. Everything's got to move backwards again. You flip. You've been bugging me for a while. Oh, because of the... All right, well, no. Actually, we don't need to use the tie-up. We can use the Lambent, and it is... Yeah. You flip? You do not flip. Actually, you do, kinda. Oh, you're just not connected to anything. No, we're gonna need to keep that as it is. Let's move things backwards. Pretend you're gonna be there. Stations 4, yeah. We don't know where the cargo's gonna go. Ooh, what do you... You're duplicated. What do you get? Roll station, captain's quarters, infirmary, passenger slot. That's a pretty good trade-off. But that kind of mucks up some of this. The cargo off to the side. Control stations here. That's going to interfere with a lot of that, though. Now we're back to this. Passenger slot 2, passengers cruise 4. Let's say do that there. Anything else that gives crew? These are the empties. The brigs give 1 crew and 1 passenger. If I want that, it's got to be the control stations or those 1 by 1s. Then I'm picking. I could do a little bit of each. No. What have I at? I'm at 3 wide. That's what's going on here. I don't want to create a maze up there. You back here, and then you can be there and can be the bar. And then that gets you that and that off the back. Get you. All right, that's doing better. Okay, that's connected. All right, a little top heavy. And who knows what it looks like on the inside. I mean, this could get badly wrong. Oh, you are landing. Means you're going to need to live someplace else. And you are going to have to drop down? Drop up. Yes. Except now you don't want to. Why don't you want to live there? Where do you want to live? You want to live there. And if you do, well, can you live here? If you do, then this doesn't want to live here. What were you again? You were the control station. That's going to throw off my symmetry completely. Particularly if I put that back on the other side, I suspect there's going to be the same problem. This looks kind of hideous anyways. Slow your roll. There we go. Cargo hold. That's a cargo hold. That's an all-in-one. What do you have? You have 2, so there's 4 and 4. I don't really like. Well, it's okay, but it's not my favorite. I don't make it too long because then it's going to be a hike to get back to where you're coming in. I have space for something there. That would work. Or I could do the passenger's quarter, or the captain's quarters. I'm wondering where the ladders are coming in, though. Actually, let's do... I'm looking to make use of the... I am looking to make use of what she's done in terms of the design of things because they're cool. I want to be able to use them for things. Starboard. Oh, that's if you put it on the other side. Living port, that gives passenger slot. But it only connects on the side. How much space do I have there? I could put it here, which would keep this probably from spawning a ladder. There we go. Now, put something that I don't care about up top, I could have my cake and eat it too. And it would be a little less liberty. Structural. We got some windows in here somewhere. Lambent porthole. Fort top. I don't usually bother with the portholes, but no. You want something else down there. Maybe just one little hab. Where's the 1x1? Two by one, 2x2, 3x1, 1x1. Shielded storage, companionway, walkway, empty. I do another shielded storage. There we go. And hope that doesn't spawn a ladder in there. And now the only thing I need to do is to have some kind of bumper. Porthole, spire, nose cone. What are you? You are a Tayo. Tayo landing gear. That would smooth that out a little bit. A weird gap there. We got Tayo mid sensors. Braking engine. Gear. Just duplicate the gear. That would look kind of weird though. Ooh, fuel tanks. Those are increasing the hull, but they don't seem to be doing much for anything else. That actually done anything? No. I guess I could just put a window in there and be done with it. Oh, yeah. You need to go back someplace. One error. The ship has 2 fluke landing gears. Well, I guess I'm getting a gear then. Anyways. No. Bay, cargo, cockpit, dockers, engines, equipment. Oh, that's right. There's these. Signal jammers. Increases your chance of jamming. Ooh. Who likes the sound of that? Need another equipment plate for that. There's all sorts of new things that you can plonk on your ship to do various things, but I don't have very many of them at the moment. All right, you want more landing gear. Let's just give you some of the landing gear you already have. There we go. All right, we're still looking pretty badass. That's the ops, that's the control station, that's the all-in-one, and then down underneath. Ooh. Actually, let's make you the living quarters with the crates. And underneath, ooh, we should have. All right, we're just gonna have to go with it and see what happens. I have forgotten the first rule of flight design, which is to make sure that you save before you do any of this, but whatever. We've increased our mass. We're gonna have to upgrade something before we can. Engine thrust, shield generator, grav drive. I can't remember what it is that gives you. No, that's all we got. Nope. All right. See how badly the doors and ladders have worked themselves. It doesn't look too bad. We like the cockpit. That's pretty much as expected. I got all of those. There's nothing weird. That's kind of like a baby captain's quarters. We got our doors. For our cargo. You can't get your contraband out of there. And then there was the container over here. That is an infinity container. You are random. Nice. Not what you are either. That's still doing that. Now, this will take me up to my crew station. That's fine. Ooh, and the crew station comes with a hacked mission board when you put it in the right spot. That's doable. I could get along with that. Except you have to come all the way up here and now I have to get on the ladder, go back down because my maneuvering skills are secondary. No, how do I get off? No, that is gonna bug the ever-loving snot out of me. Alright, so the crew station does have the hacked mission board, which is what I want. I hate to be last time. I wonder if you have to go all the way back to the showroom. I should go talk to the ship technician and see if he's just got the Lambent parts now that they're in circulation.
Yeah.
You should inspect your... Anything I can help you with?
I'd like to view and modify my ship again. Okay. So, first of all, you and you are gonna have to come off. Okay, it was on this side, so I think part of what I got wrong was I put it on the wrong side of the ship. Oop. Now, our problem is getting... This is more shielded cargo. This is the reactor. Put you someplace else. You there. I'm gonna drop you down there. That makes that work a little better. Everything else is fine. Crew living quarters. If I put you here, then you kind of have to spawn ladders here. You're kind of a unit, but you could go off the edges. I don't really like having that third ladder coming off of this. I want to control where that pops in. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, we'll just have to move things one piece at a time. The equipment mounts would be a lot more useful if they were somewhere where both of the items could be attached. I don't see anywhere to do that. So what we're trying to do is to stop a random ass ladder from spawning. Because we can't get off it. Or... no. Well, the op station is neat if you're going to be displaying your armor, but I don't know that I'm going to be. So maybe I don't need the third layer. Maybe I just make this a... maybe I make it a... empty bar. And then... you can go away. You can go away. I not need all of that, but we'll keep it. I guess that comes as a unit now. That doesn't seem to have the Deimos cowling in this location. But... put a ladder there, and I put a ladder... that might mess with that board. I want that board. Huh. This is the all-in-one. people to get on the ship and walk straight to the bridge. I want the bridge on the first floor. This could be the control station. Which would make you... Why did I do that? No. Could just put a couple of the empty habs off this side. Character habs. That gives you crew stations. No. Let's give you crew stations. Well, I kind of liked. Main standard passenger slot. Wait a second. Oh, because I think. Oh, you have a porthole in the way that's just not going to stick there, is it? And the companionway. You're just a fancy hull piece. Do the shielded storage again. Or I could do a corridor. No, no. Back. How far are you? It's 2 by 2. I just put down here. All in one. I think if I want that mission board, what I'm going to do is just build one, which means that I need to decide what goes off the edge of this. And I could do a couple of companionways. Or I could do a couple more shielded storage. Corridor is too long. Ops we already dealt with. There's not really an armory. Let's do... No. Those- Ah, they can. Which means other things would be mounted there. I don't want to put you there. Actually, where are you coming in? In there. I want to try and get another ladder up there. Do a companionway there. And then let's do tear it off to one side and no, you have to be Sarah off to the other. You can turn those off if you don't want them to be sorted to the particular person. Then let's do you there. And you can go there. Would you go down? No. Because there's things underneath you. Okay. Let's see how that does it. This gives me... Oh, it's possible to tell. I'm gonna need aluminum though. Aluminum and a little of iron, I think. I'm gonna need to put some stuff in.
Happens in neon no longer stays in neon. We love the space
See? I told you. Look
Take
at
it
this
easy.
place. Ridiculous, right?
Welcome, welcome, my friend.
Mining supplies business on an
I'm
Business can't be that bad.
You see,
I
When I opened this shop, I had grand ambitions of creating a mining supply empire on Volai. Yet here I am, only a few years later, pockets empty, and my business on the verge of closure. It is a sad day.
Well, without any help, what will happen?
I suppose I would be at Neon's mercy. Just another failed dreamer, walking the streets and living in a sleep crate. That would be a blessing, my friend, but I wouldn't want to impose.
The game is going to make you do it.
Certainly, my friend.
I need to go in and favorite that one cutter. Resources, aluminum. We'll just take everything you got. Iron. Take everything you got. Aid. Pizza square. Nice. No. No. I already have one of you.
I hope you have a glorious day, my friend.
It didn't force us to do it. And breaker's cutter down there. There we go. Just me coming through, doing my daily jog. What we don't want is a 3-story ladder. The rest can probably be negotiable. You're not my favorite either. Crash toggle in here. No. Okay, that is a 1-story ladder. That's good. We got ourselves a nice little all-in-one. We have the 2 relevant workbenches. Leading into the cockpit. Oh. My stuff. Now, let's decorate. We're going to build mode. We want mission board. And I have the Truckers Alliance, so I get to see those as well. Yes, that is what I wanted. Now, come on, you knew better than that. Jump up. All right, fine, I'll climb the ladder. You gotta get on the right side of the ladder. I will figure this out. A guy on YouTube made it look so easy. Alright, so we got ourselves an empty area. So you could kind of put, does have the bathroom. So you kind of could construct some galley pieces. And you'd have some storage shelves. Beds in the corner. Well, let's double check. Where are the doors? There's just one door. This leads into the crew quarter, the command center, which we wanted anyways. Where's the upstairs? Was I too clever? That's the back of the ship. Okay, I didn't want a two-story ladder, but I do need a ladder up. Huh. Storage box. All right. Get up another way. There are no ladders here. And that is the door out. Okay. We'll have to go back. Let's try running over to the ship technician. Seeing he will let us rearrange some stuff. Did save them, right? Yeah, I can see them there. I guess the companionway is sitting over the landing dock. That's what's going on. Railway technician?
Have a good one.
Not a useful one. All right.
Need some work?
What's up?
Got anything you need to offload? Trade authorities? Okay, no problem.
Well, first of all, do we have the Lambent anywhere outside the... No, we do not. You have to go back to the space, so... Alright. This is going to muck up the flow. I guess it won't matter too much. Move you back one. Oh, but I can't create anything new unless I'm upstairs. All right. We'll have to go back there then. Yeah, that's the only place for you. You are also landing gear. It's going to strand you. Well, I guess I could do this. No. Well, no, because that companionway should be... It's sitting on top of the... Cut off a little bit of that. Maybe? No, there's doors off to the side. Hmm. Can't go there because of the windows. Pop you off of the edges. Which one are you? You're Sarah. You would work there. You will only go off of a side. Cancel modifications. Alright, we're gonna have to go back downstairs. Get me out. There we go. Upstairs, actually. We'll go upstairs. Sleep crate. Frankie's. Neon. There you go.
With Lambent spacecrafts, that cutting-edge neon
I moved the 2x1 back.
What's up?
Oh, you know.
Anything I can help you with? Hey, what can I do for you? Sure, have at it.
Alright, you're going to have to come off of there. Yeah, that'll work. Now, what that does do, though, is lengthen the back end in a weird sort of way. This is the opposite of protecting your vulnerable bits. Yeah, the cargo's just kind of dangling out the ass. Well, I have a lot of cargo. There's not much going on up here. I guess I could add a structural bit. I get why they put the plates in place, but they're kind of a extra fussy bit that requires all sorts of fussing. All in one, that's that. No. Actually, no. I like that better down there. We could put something else up here. Probably. Well, now we could move this back. And then something else could go here. Cargo hab could go up there. Are there any 3x1s? That Hope Tech had it. Hope Tech has a 2x3. Doesn't actually get you anything except they have a mess hall. Hmm. They have a 3x1, but not a 1x3. I think the fuselages do allow movement. Or I do another corridor to another set of crew quarters. That will not allow like sideways. Shielded storage fuselage. Nice. Just gives you round bits. Well, no, it gives you. That is pretty cool. That's just a corridor. You just put one of each above there. No. I do like the ops. Then I could do some others. I have a feeling this is gonna stack. Yeah, that's gonna stack the. Oh, right, because they don't want to. That's interesting. It's not a lot of cargo anyway, so there we go. We'll just get that back. And then this could go up to a third tier. And some curly bits could go on the side. I wonder if we don't need a 2x. It's gonna have to be one of the 2x's. I have a control station already. No, that gives you crew stations. No. Crew station, crew station, crew station, living quarters. I want more passenger slots. Although, if that's gonna... Let's do... you could live over here. And then... Actually, wait. Let's... Yeah. You there. Put you there. Where's the shutters? Ooh. I'm gonna go in the front. I like that. It's kind of like a... You... 10%, 20%. 10%, 20%. Broadside array. Strata mesh array. That just goes back. Stellar reach array. That goes forward. That's not what I'm looking at. So I'm looking for portholes. Nope. I just don't find the portholes very useful a lot of the time. That's kind of cool. Braking engine, that's really neat. That's too tall. That's weirdly tall. But maybe one of the smoother ones? Stroud nose cap. Alright, that looks pretty badass. Well, as badass as I'm likely to get, let's face it. Might be able to slap some more helium on it. Craftant fuel. Can't duplicate it. There's more spaces for more of these silly little objects too, which is something that they're giving us a lot of. All right. That poor guy. He must see so many people. Just coming in and going.
happens in Neon no longer stays in Neon. We love the spacecraft's cutting-edge neon style and ingenuity can go anywhere.
Okay. Apologies for not noticing, chat. I'm still figuring that out. Okay. And where's my ladder? There's my ladder. So, what? I'm not a big fan of you. What are you? And there's no trash goblin in here. So well, there's my ladder. There's my space. There's my board. Alright. I love these. These are neat. Let's see how badly we did. Still just one ladder. Alright, we got our empty. Got our bar. We have our side unit. We've lost our dance floor, I think is what happened. No, our dance floor's over there. We didn't really lose anything. This is the door into the command station. Yep. This is the door into the companionway. No more of those little flashy lights. That's kind of cool. Though you can see, oh, I did another one of these. Yes, we've lost the side bits because we have Barrett and Sarah. That was it, right? I've forgotten what I did my own ship. No, there's a whole other layer. Where's my whole other layer? It should be through here. Through here? No. Alright, I need to think this through, because if I can't get that extra layer, then that extra layer needs to go away. And maybe I will just keep the Hitten. No. Hitten is negotiating with the... And I'll just keep the bits on top. But I want to be that person who says just one more run over and over again. And also, I'm not too fond of those, so I think I'm going to take these off. Oh, I know what those are. That is a physical representation of what's shielding the cargo. Although now that I think about it, having the shielded cargo right where you walk in the door is not my brightest move. Alright, one more try. One more try, and then we're good.
What happens in Neon?
Yeah.
Got anything
There
you need to
we go.
offload? Hey, what can I do for you?
I like to view and modify
about
my ships. Okay, you... need to go someplace else. You are gonna need to go someplace else. Ah, yes, you are shielded cargo. And I'm gonna need to find somewhere to put the guns. You have outsides? No. But can I put you on top of things? No, but I can put you on top of that. Hold on. Oh, you can stack a plate on top of a plate. Stop that. You can go there. Probably just put equipment plates everywhere. I don't have to worry about that. There's no up to you, I think is what's going on here. The landing bay. That's 4, that's 5. How do you see what's a ladder connection versus just a port? I don't really need to bump so far forward, except then I have nowhere for those side pieces to go. They're kind of part of the look. I could you back. And then no, you're attached to there. Where is... Just me. Do you there. Let's do you there. Put you back there. Now, I am reducing my cargo, but that's okay. Shielded cargo. Companionway. Empty shielded cargo walkway. There's still not going to be any third floor. Nope. 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 Grade 1, 1, 5, and 3. There's just nothing. It's kind of weird in the back end. What do I have underneath? I have a control station. This. Control station and an all-in-one. Those are the cargo. That's the back engine. You're the regular cargo. I could put some shielded cargo down there. Then the only thing we have to worry about is this back end just looks a bit faintly ridiculous. That's the port 4. Where's that? Stroud nose cap. Structural. Stroud cap. Aft top. That's the back end. No, that doesn't match. Oh, that's the one that was too big. I do a braking engine. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted... Nope. Ooh, Hope Tech thrusters. Cool. I may do one of those just in the middle here. Do you flip? Where do you attach? You only attach to the back. You don't flip. Well, no use for you then. Right, this is what I got. Shroud cap aft. Shroud cap aft top. No. Oop. You duplicate. Yeah, no. You just flip side to side. How are you again? Nose cap. Proud engine brace. That's cool. Engine brace B. Engine mount. Mid bracer, nose cap, foretop. Nose cap, foretop, nose cap, port or nose cap, port or nose cap. IO braking engine. That's too big. That's definitely too big. Engine mount. That looks pretty cool. Hmm. I like this, except for the part where it's kind of dinky in the back. It just sort of vanishes back there. But we haven't had any luck getting the ladder in place. And I don't like triple deckers anyway, so let's see what else we've got. We need something maybe wider than it is tall. And something that can flip. Tech thruster. No. Tech radiator. Those look cool. That would end something. Red cap mid. Proud cowling. That's just kind of a 3x1. That would match. No, it doesn't. It doesn't match because it's crab top, aft top, port aft. Well, what is that? Starboard aft. Well, at least all the lines line up. There was a little rickety bit off the back. I can't duplicate that because I don't have the parts. But it could be done. What do you get? Alright, these were the cargo holds that I put on. These are the shielded cargo holds. Those are more shielded cargo holds. I think there are others. No. They're not here. Alright, your cargo, shielded cargo 170, 190, 160. You go on the back end. I still can't figure out how to increase my... I think I need better, better ship design. What's going on? Well... yeah, that'll do. I wish there was a middle bit here that could be lopped in. They only go on the front. Oh, I should probably stick with the shroud. You only go in the front. You only go in the front. Know what that back end bit is? No. Alright. As long as there's no weird ass anything, I'm gonna call that a day. Cargo is down though. Can I duplicate you? I can't. There we go. Alright, mass is huge, mobility is minimal until we get some of the objects that help to cut the weight. Not exactly lithe, but I like it. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. resets the garbage toggle when you rearrange anything. I inserted my mission board. That's good. We got some seating area. We got some workbenches. We got some sleeping. Got the bathroom. We've got the fountains. Waiting area for those who are waiting for the bathroom. Crew quarters. Another mission board. I'm all over the mission boards in here. That takes me outside. It's fine. You are my upstairs. How much of a ladder are you? Oh, there's no top floor now. Okay, so I need to put some bunks and stuff in here. Etc. For the back, your shielded cargo and crew quarters. For Sarah and for Barrett. That opens the windows. That changes that. That makes Barrett a little less of a slob. Okay. I can do this. I can do this. I like decorate and stuff. Yeah. I guess we'll have to put the beds over here. And the galley in here. And then maybe a couple of items back there, and then maybe... We'll see. We'll see. Alright. I'm liking it. I like this mod. And it's working pretty well. I mean, a lot of the fidgeting about was me trying to make things look the way I wanted it to. And not to do with the mod. Although the lack of no. Sit. The lack of ladders was kind of worrisome, but I will go ahead and leave that here and say thank you for watching, and maybe take a stab at decoration, and the next time we'll get back to one of the Tracker Alliance mission or Ground Pounder. I have Ground Pounder on the books too, and that was always a lot of fun. So that'll be that for me today. See you next time.